Hello, digital photo students. Today we're going to use photop.com. It is an online photo editor to edit our light painting portraits. You will select 2 of your most favorite shots that you took. So you'll need to go to photop.com. You can use this on your Chromebook. Now the processing speed is a bit slower, so you will need to be very patient with Photop. However, it's very easy to access our files. So all you have to do is go to File, Open, click on Google Drive, click on Share Drives, click on Delmar Digital Photo Video Production 2019-20 Share Drive. Go to the class that you are in, so either period 7 or period 6. Go to Light Painting Portraits and go to Textured Fabric Portraits. That's the one that I'm going to demonstrate first. And then select the group that you're in. And then scroll down until you find your images. Pick your favorite image. You're going to want to open up the JPEG. So make sure you click on the JPEG image and click Open. Now you can see that it's loading. And when it's loading, it's using the processing graphics on your Chromebook, and it's a little slower, okay? So let's say you did a whole bunch of editing. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little sample edit here real quick. I'm going to do hue saturation, and going to change the color on this real fast. Okay. All right. So let's say you just did a whole bunch of editing and you accidentally close the image. Okay. This message is going to pop up. It says, there is unsaved work on image 6518. Do you really want to close it? If you say okay, it'll close it and it won't save your changes, okay? If you say cancel, then you're okay and you can continue to work. If you click out of the photo editor, it'll says leave site. Changes you made may not be saved. If you click on leave, it won't save your changes, okay? If you click on cancel, then you can continue to work. Highly important that you make note of this, because I would hate to have you do all your edits and then accidentally close out and not save your work, okay? So make sure you do a file, save as PSD. Now, the processing, it takes a little bit of time. It is saving, okay? Believe it or not, here it is. It's saving right down here. Okay, and where does this save? It's will automatically save to your download manager file, okay? So if I go to File and I go to Open and I click on Downloads right here, it's saved right here in your downloads, okay? So it's not going to save automatically to your Google Drive, okay? It's going to save to the actual hard drive of your Chromebook. So I just want to point that out. First, you want to pick an image that has, you know, a good pose, fairly decent lighting on your subject, and an interesting background. And once you open that image up, you do want to duplicate that layer. And if you see any retouching, you want to do that first before you move on. So come over here and click on the cloning tool and make sure you're using a soft brush. So soft mechanical brush number 24. And then we're going to zoom in and like I want to retouch some of this lights, a little bit of these lights over here, and then maybe above this little sparkle, and maybe down here, this little circular shape. So what I'm going to do is make my brush a little larger by clicking the brackets, and I'm going to click Alt, sample the black, and move over and fill that in, and do the same thing over here. I'm going to click Alt, sample the black, move it over and retouch that. And I'm going to click Alt, sample some of the black here, move it over the red, and there we go. Now the next thing I want to do is going to change the color. So I'm going to go back to my Move tool here, and I'm going to go up to Image Adjustments, and I'm going to do it on the same layer and go down to Hue Saturation. And I'm going to do a complementary color, which is green. So I'm going to make part of the image green and click OK. And I'm also going to lighten the image in general. So I'm going to come over here and go to Brightness and Contrast. And I'm going to lighten the image because it's a little on the dark side. And I'm going to also add a little bit of contrast to that. And click right here. And okay, so now what I'm going to do is look and see if there's any more retouching. I might retouch a little bit of this here, so go back over here and I'm going to retouch that. And this little spot here. And this little spot right here. And zoom out. Okay. Now I'm going to add a layer mask to this. And I'm going to go in with a brush tool. Again, I'm going to make sure it's soft. So I'm going to use 24. And I'm going to make, using the bracket key on my keyboard, I'm going to make my brush a little bit bigger, maybe about 1200 or so. And I want to make sure I've got black over white. So black over white. And I'm going to remove the red. I'm going to do, I'm sorry, the green I meant. I'm going to do like 50% or 70% opacity so that I can kind of remove this slowly. I'm going to keep the left side of her face red, and I'm going to remove some of the purple here on the light flute. Keep a little bit of purple here, but I'm just going to remove the purple from this first layer of light flutes. And a little bit from here as well. And just kind of have the red kind of gradually blend into the green over here. And I'm going to reverse this because I want white over black because I want to put the green back in on her hand here, on her arm as well. And so she'll have like half her face green and half her face red. Switch that up a little bit and put a little more red there. Okay. And then the final thing I'm going to do is add a vignette. So go to color fill. I'm going to do that up to the very top, okay? Click on the red color fill. Click on that. I'm going to do black, okay. And I'm going to close the properties here. I'm going to click in the layer mask. Again, black over white, opacity of 70%. And I'm going to make a really large brush. Probably about 4,500. And I'm going to click in here. And just slowly bring forth my model. as the computer does the processing. Alrighty. So it's going to be kind of a circular shape here, and it's going to get a little bit darker as you move to the edges. All right. That looks pretty good. If I zoom out on this and look at the whole image, I might do white over black because and a smaller brush. And what I'm going to do is go in and make sure this is really black right in here so I don't see the chair at all. And up here, really black. And then I'm going to zoom in again and just kind of check it. And now we are ready to save. Go to File, Save as PSD, and you will save. You're going to go into your Google Drive. You're going to go to your shared drives. Okay, you're going to click on Delmar Digital Photo. And you're going to come over here to your class period. And you're going to go into your edited light painting portraits. You're going to come here to plus, file, upload. And you're going to come over here to your downloads, okay? And there is your image that you just worked on. Click on that, and you're going to click on open. And it's going to save right down in here, okay? So it's going to probably take about 3 or 4 minutes for it to save. So you're going to come over here to rename, and you're going to put in light painting portrait 1, your first initial and your last name. And you're going to click OK. And you're going to make sure that you have your name there. That's how I know it's your project.